How about one episode of Fallout
Huh?
4? I'm gonna keep saying the same thing. Anyways,
Everything
yeah.
looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens.
You know,
Getting cold feet? I don't blame you.
I don't get even to that.
Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute, and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
Is it in there, road? In there, road. And it can come. It's just, okay, got the little quick thing done.
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished.
Wait, above ground?
But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Uh-huh. And then there's this part. Hello, buddy.
Shaun.
Huh? Yes, I'm Shaun.
Shaun. Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Shaun. It's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Yes, it's me, your dad. I'm here, Shaun.
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh. It'll be okay, Shaun. I'm here now.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
I don't know, I'm blocking.
Shaun, please, calm down. I'll get you out of there.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Hello? Hi.
Shaun. S923, recall code Cirrus.
Well,
Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Father? That's your name? Your title?
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute, just as you mean to your son, to Shaun.
Just help me understand what's going on here.
I promised answers, and answers you shall have. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Shaun. I am your son.
Oh, come on. That's crazy.
I assure you, I am completely sane and entirely honest. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
They stole you, kidnapped you. Wasn't right.
Right, wrong, irrelevant. It was necessary. The Institute believed humanity's future depended on it. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
Human synths? Really?
Human-like synths. A great distinction. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. Yes. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up.
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? She was murdered.
Killed? Yes. Murdered? I'm not so sure about that. Still, I do regret never having known her. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
He was a murderer. He killed your mother.
Believe me, I am well aware of the atrocities Kellogg committed. I suspect there are many more we'll never know of. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
They need your help, Shaun. It's rough up there, to say the least.
Oh, we've tried that. Surprised? The Institute once tried to help create a stabilized Commonwealth government. It ended in bickering, infighting. It was a disaster. No. We look after our own now. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Maybe. I don't know. This is so much to take in.
I know. And I am sorry. You have been through so much in such a short time. The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
I don't know what to do.
I realize that. It's why I'm trying to help you. I hope that you can see that rationally. The Institute is the only thing left in the world that is worth being part of. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
I just don't know.
Just give it time. Give the Institute a chance. The Institute is now your home as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
One thing that's bugging me, what's happening to the textures of the suit, I swear. Actually, it's supposed to be like this, I think. I know. It's just weird. Okay, let's see here. Trying to find all the quests that have to do with the this place. No. Well, I could explore. Let's just explore, but I'm trying to find that Virgil's office, that's for sure. That's my top priority over the main. Like, where is Virgil's office? Hello! No one's there. Undamaged camera. No kidding. Anything.
Oh, this are your visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you not see the grime and dust?
My apologies, sir.
Dust,
I was
dust,
issued an
dust,
effective
dust.
cleansing unit.
Don't make excuses. You're clearly defective, and I intend to report this. Perhaps after you've been disassembled.
I'm not scared of the surface.
Components to make something that's actually useful.
Yes, sir. systems nominal.
Let's try here. Wait, these offices? Higgs? Okay. Well, we could go level by level. Ooh, that could be ugly. Hey!
Our technology must seem pretty advanced by your standards.
Not really.
Hey, Doc.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer.
Eyes right
When
here.
Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear. It'll be a load off Shaun's mind. Take your time. Get yourself acquainted. There's a lot to take in. Plenty of things you won't find topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
Who built this place originally? Has it been here long?
The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats and laboratories. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it.
Out. So what are you about?
Greetings. As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
I'll take a look, sure.
Same generation as our good old, but not as good. Huh. Okay. 525. Anything else? Guess that'll be it for now.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
Operating
I'll
at
pass
full
along your
capacity.
message, Doctor.
See that.
Are you seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some
You're
heads
here.
together?
Glad you made it.
It's an honor to meet you, sir.
Targeting package upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should take some courses
We're all
with me.
looking forward to working with you.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Mom? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see.
I know it'll be
Doctor.
a difficult adjustment for you, but try to
Here you
remember
are.
that synths
Justin
aren't
Ayo,
people.
Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
No problems here.
Good to hear. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
If the synths want to be free, you should let them.
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
Dr. Ayo.
Yes? What do you need?
You mentioned that coursers undergo special training. Tell me more about it.
The SRB constantly monitors our Gen 3 synth population, looking for specific traits. Those who show tenacity, fearlessness, and independence undergo a rigorous training regimen. We teach them armed and unarmed combat, investigative techniques, psychology, and mechanical skills. Those who pass a final evaluation become coursers. The rest have their memories wiped and return to their former duties.
Justin.
Yes, what is it?
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
Fine. Once a courser has located a rogue synth, it uses that synth's recall code to wipe its memories and render it inert. We then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original configuration. In those cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns to duty with no memory of its time on the surface. All too often, we're unable to repair the damage and are forced to dispose of the unit entirely.
Okie doke.
Scanning unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial. The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects will likely be more
Heyo.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point,
Rush
she's
work
just doing
is
it for
sloppy
fun.
at best, and deadly at worst.
Well, that was productive. It's really exciting having you. I can't wait to see what you can do.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
Don't worry. I promise I won't get in your way.
Thank you, I do appreciate that. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given
Sweet.
full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
Is everything okay, Dr. Lee? You seem pretty tense.
Yes, things are... It's fine. I'm sorry, I don't socialize much. I prefer to focus on my work.
Dr. Lee, tell me about the people in your division.
I'm not sure what there is to say. Dr. Watson is the Specialist Project's lead scientist. He's, how to put it, very organized and precise. Dr. Ormond is one of the youngest scientists in the Institute, and she's something of a prodigy when it comes to physics.
Dr. Lee, I'd like a progress report on your division, if you don't mind.
Taking your new appointment in stride, I see. Very well. We've shifted resources off of other projects, like the Child Synth, to focus on Phase 3. I'm hoping that the above-ground efforts are successful. I understand those depend heavily on you.
Okay. Is there anything there? I can't open it. I want to know what's in there. I have to know what's there. I don't know if to open that, but what's here? Wait, could we actually get here legit? I don't know. I don't know if it can, but I'm just doing that. None of those actually are pushable. But yeah, that's a thing.
Safety first. Remember that.
No. Safety last. Yes. Safety last. You okay? Yikes, that was a little too, yeah, that was a little too much. Oh yeah, we're supposed to find the thing for Virgil here. Don't know where though. It's not here though. I can tell you that. I'm just trailing off. Ooh. Nice. You don't need it. I need it. What's that?
Got it.
Alarm. Shush. What's the use of this? All this stuff. I don't know. Is this a janitor's closet?
Sweet.
Oh. Nice. I don't even know what this area is. Oh. Yeah. Okay. So I expect this is place of questionable. What? Did it just multiply? Or something? Hold on, I have to empty my inventory. Okay, let's just continue. What can we find here? Oh, please don't be a Sultron. Oh, okay. Right, it's that, I can see that. I knew that. Huh. Okay, let's see here. What should I... Right, not that one. Grand. Let's see here. There we go. That's an Assaultron. That's an Assaultron. Alright, hurry up. That works. Not enough space. Okay, we're good. Ah. I've been waiting to find these. Yay. Huh. Dang, it was so worth just going here. What we got here? Ooh, more paint. That's one dead cat. I think I hear something moving.
Nice.
Ooh. Man, I don't know why they make those like in Skyrim. So like, cat meat. What the heck? What the heck do they do here? Dang, they got cats here, but what are you doing? Why is your eye still powered? Let's see here. Okay,
There we go.
huh. Now, back to track. Now to find that thing for Virgil first. it.
Good time to examine my latest reports on batch 274. Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results.
I bet it is.
I bet Dr. Thompson would love to take that power armor apart and get a look at the inner workings.
Try not to think too much about it. We have more than enough to occupy ourselves here. Those people are the last remnants of a dying past. It's best not to dwell on the subject.
Hi,
There's
Doc.
still people,
Welcome.
and they're so good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division.
After all,
I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
To our own humanity.
I look forward to learning more about it.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Seems like there's nothing you guys can't do.
With hard work and ingenuity, any challenge can be overcome. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm an outsider. Would there even be a place for me here?
Even if science isn't your passion, there are plenty of ways to contribute. Our projects sometimes require an agent who can work on the surface to observe and gather information. From what I've heard, you are both fearless and resourceful. I think you'd be ideal for that kind of role. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
If you mean fearless, do you mean running away from a deathclaw?
You mentioned medical care. I might need that from time to time.
In that case, you'll want to introduce yourself to Dr. Dean Volkert. He's our top biologist and also serves as the Institute's resident physician. Dr. Volkert works in the infirmary. Just pay him a visit whenever you need to. You won't find better medical care anywhere else in the Commonwealth. I'll promise you that.
Doesn't help.
Clayton.
Good to see you again. Did you need something?
Tell me more about those synth gorillas.
On the whole, I'd say they were a success. Their behavior does generally match what our historical data says it should be. Unfortunately, we had a few early setbacks. The creatures can become suddenly aggressive, and they're quite strong. They destroyed 2 of their synth handlers. So now we keep them in an isolated habitat where they can be safely observed.
Dr. Holdren.
Something I can do for you?
Is there anything I can do to help out?
I think Dr. Carlin was looking for help with one of his experiments. You should talk to him.
Let's see, where can I find the thing I needed to do? I mean, I'm sure it's over here somehow. Maybe I should just check the rest of the things I didn't check. Nope. Okay, not here. Oh. There's another door. Well, there actually isn't much here, but at least we have more stuff to look through. By a tad bit. terminal here. I have feeling it's actually back to where we were some time ago. Let's see about that. It's probably something we missed, which most likely is a thing. I didn't even go in here. Interesting. Well, that didn't help much.
Kind of person who is tired of living in Diamond City, and you maybe want a adventure or something, I guess you have a new option. Settlements are sanctuary has, I guess, been founded to
Okay, what the heck? It's not gonna be here. Wait. Ah, there it is. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, we're good. Might as well get it out of the way. It's whoever. Okay, we're back. We're all good.
A clean and healthy work environment is essential to maximum productivity.
Do you ever open your mouth or something?
Father has done remarkable things. I would not exist were it not for him.
No, I don't want to fall. Good to see you. Hi. There you go. Oh, god damn. Really? That didn't help. That didn't help either. No, whatever. Just go downstairs manually. Oh, that works.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
You've got technology here that I never dreamed possible. It's amazing.
I'm glad you can appreciate what we've accomplished. None of it has been easy. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind, redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
If the synths are intelligent and self-aware, then they have a right to free will.
However closely they may approximate human behavior, they are still our creations. When you see what I have to show you, I think you'll agree that we know what is best for our synths. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
Who erased his memories? Why?
Those idealistic radicals who call themselves the Railroad are behind it. We'll deal with them in time. But right now, the priority is to reclaim that synth before more harm is done. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
Okay. Okay, that works. I'm really thinking of doing one more quest after like this whole one. Words. Cause they want to get that robot workbench thing. Yeah, that's what I want to do. No. Oh shit. No, no, no. No, 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 no. And it's so dark. I can't see. Oh god. Oh, you're not exploded yet. There you go. Oh, it's this guy. Hey.
I'm ready to get out of here, sir.
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, sir. Designation X688. I've already neutralized the perimeter guard. Just give the word and we can start the assault on the main flotilla.
What do we know about this synth, Gabriel?
Designation B592 is holed up in the shack on top of the upended cargo ship. He's probably got his best fighters with him, so we should plan on heavy resistance. So, are you ready to go in?
All right, let's go.
Right behind you, sir. My orders are to help you capture the synth in the battalion.
I got that already. Ooh. Can you catch up or what? Okay. Where's the legendary? Where's the legendary? Ah, there it is. Okay, where's the legendary? That didn't help much. You know what? Let's just get the... legendary. Ah, nice. I'll take it. Is it that dark? Dang. Dang, that one mod just make the whole game just dark. Barrett, you good? Barrett, you good? They call that a flare? Oh. Ew. Right, forgot about that. Bye. Legendary waiter. Got. This is damage from ghouls. Thanks. Yeah, I know it says I can't run, but I can. It's just that it's gonna take my AP for moving. Bad.
Hey. Got nothing.
That's my main problem. Why can't I exit that power armor? Let me exit. Please.
Hey.
Good position. Oh, really? Can I not move? Am I stuck in the bottom now? Come on. Yeah, that's not enough for me to actually get up. I don't think so. Oh, here we go. Hey, buddy. Okay. Oh, what happened to that? That works. No.
Still alive? Christ.
Hold up a moment, sir. There's something important I need to tell you.
What is it?
I'm going to give you B592's reset code. If he hears the code phrase, it'll reset his cognitive processes and make him docile. You'll need to say B592 initialize factory reset, followed by the authorization code Gamma 71 Epsilon. Once he's shut down, I can transport him safely back to the Institute.
unnecessary violence.
Well, he might not be alone up there. Violence might be inevitable. That's all, sir. Ready when you are.
Hey there.
Keep your eyes open, sir.
Thanks. Real helpful. Dude. Huh.
Bingo. Hey. Got it.
A collection or something?
Probably a collection. Where you go? Okay. Right, I knew that.
Well
Judging
done.
by your gear, I'm gonna guess you two are agents just like me. So, into the town. Is the Institute so desperate for resources that it's stealing plunder from honest, hard-working Commonwealth gangs?
B592, initialize factory reset, authorization Gamma 71 Epsilon.
You okay? Gabriel, can you hear me? Shit, they did something, man! Take them out! Shit!
Nice work, sir. I'll take the synth back. This is X688, ready to reload with reclaimed synth B592. Your orders are general.
Uh-huh.
Dr. Watson can be a little obsessive when it comes to rules and policies.
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't be here if not for your son.
All maintenance requests should be directed to the Facilities Division.
I'm glad to see you return safely. I know the task was difficult, but I needed you to see firsthand how dangerous a rogue synth can be.
Gabriel and his gang were sick bastards, hanging their victims up like trophies. I'm just glad it's over.
While we can do nothing for Gabriel's victims, we can at least take comfort in the knowledge that the threat has been removed. But enough about that. The task is done. You've returned our synth safely to us. I couldn't have hoped for a better outcome. Well done. While you were away, I had quarters prepared for you. You'll find all the basic necessities. as well as a generous stock of arms and equipment. Go and have a look. I think you'll be quite pleased.
We'll see about that. Yay!
Your quarters are just inside, sir.
Why do you care?
Hey.
Your new quarters are here, sir.
Okay. What are you doing?
When you're finished here, sir, Father wants to see you.
Well. Yeet. Battle of Bunker Hill. What? So where's that armory thing he's talking about? Oh. Yeah, where's the John? You can't do that well in power armor. Not if I don't try.
This is an emergency broadcast. Our caravan's under attack by hostile robots and needs some serious help. We're just east of Watts Consumer Electronics. If anyone in the vicinity can come help, now's the time. Ada, loop this message.
I kind of want to do that one, and then we continue next time. Just listen to it. What do you mean?
This is an emergency broadcast. Our caravan's under attack by hostile robots and needs some serious help.
Identified.
We're just east of Watts Consumer Electronics. If anyone in the vicinity can come help, now's the time. Ada, loop this message.
Yes, sir.
There you go. So I thought. I'll be right back. Where am I?
Survived the attack. Thank you for assisting.
I was certain to meet my end here as well.
Are you okay?
Physically, the damage is minor, but I am registering sadness and anger at the loss of my friends. It may sound strange coming from a robot, but they were my family. Again, I thank you for your efforts. I know they would have thanked you as well.
I'm sorry for your loss.
My name is Ada. This was the third time we've been attacked by robots like these. Even with the weapon and detection upgrades Jackson gave me, I was unable to defend them.
Tell me about these robots.
They roam the Commonwealth and claim to be restoring order. We've seen them fighting raiders, but they've also attacked innocents, settlers, merchants, and caravans like ours. We knew we ran the risk of encountering more of these hostile robots if we stayed in the Commonwealth. If only we had made the decision to leave.
You couldn't have known something like this would happen.
The probability of attack was high. I should have forced our departure. In recompense, I will seek justice for my friends and stop these robots from causing further harm. It's time to uncover the source and confront their leader, the Mechanist.
Who's the Mechanist?
The only information I have comes from the iBot broadcasts. The false claims of peace and justice. The only certainty is that these robots bring only death. You have shown willingness to aid others. I ask that you please assist me in stopping this Mechanist. In return, I can give you the schematics to build your own robot workbench, so you have additional resources in this undertaking.
I'll do it.
I wish I had the proper vocal registry to express my gratitude. Now, we last saw a group of the Mechanist robots at the General Atomics factory. You may find information there that will lead us to the Mechanist. I will follow and assist with your permission.
Yeah, let's go, Ada.
General Atomics has valuable salvage. Chances are high the robots are still there.
Yeah, there's that. Thanks.
Ada.
What did you need?
That was all.
No problem.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna leave it here for today. So, anyways, I'll see you next time. So, good day and goodbye.